Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, myself Kashif Goyal and I am your reasoning educator, and I have been teaching the banking aspirants from the last 3 years and now I am on entry. So today we will be discussing the questions that are based on coded inequality. So previously we have done the inequality, but we will do a different type of question that will be based on coded inequality. Okay, but before that, as you know that we are giving a homework questions in the previous lecture. So the last lecture was on alphabetic test, so I have given you 5 questions. So first of all, let's see the solution of those 5 questions. So there you have the question number 1 and 2. So in the word doorstep, if all the vowels are replaced with the letter immediately next to it in the English alphabetical series, and all the consonant are replaced with the letter immediately before it in the English alphabetic series, then how many vowels are there in the new word so form? So what we have to do, first of all, there is a word that is doorstep. Okay, that is doorstep. So we have to change the vowel to its next letter and the consonant to its previous letter. Okay, then we have to see how many vowels will be there in the new word thus form. So before D it should be C. Now it should be vowel and we will be using the next letter. Okay, so after your O it should be P and P. Now before R what will be there? Q. Okay, now before S what we need? R. Okay, so before T, because it is a consonant again, so it will be S. Now it is E, so it's a vowel. After that it will be F, and there you have P, so before P it should be O. Done. Now we have to see how many vowels are in the new word. So there is only one vowel, that is this one, O. So answer will be option number B, that is 1. Done. Was easy. Now second one, how many such pair of letter are there in the word eloquent which has many letter between them as in the English alphabetical series? Now see what I've told you how to solve such type of question. Just take the place value first of all. E is 5, L is 12, O is 15, Q is 17, U is 21, E is 5 and N is 14 and T is 20. Start counting from the first. Okay, and whenever there is nothing given about from forward or backward, you have to check from both directions. You have to keep this thing in mind. So starting from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 not forming a pair. Starting from 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 not forming a pair. Starting from 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This will form a pair. 17, 18, 19, 20 not forming a pair. 21, 22 not forming a pair. 5, 6, 7 not forming a pair. So now we start from backward. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 1 not forming a pair. 14, 15, 16, 17. So this will form a pair. 17, 18, 19, 20 not forming a pair. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 not forming a pair. 21, 22 not forming a pair. 17, 18, 19 not forming a pair. 15, 16, 17, 12. Okay, so no forming a pair. So only there are 2 pairs. So answer will be option number C, that is 2. Done. It was easy. Now let's see question number 3rd and 4th. So how many meaningful English word can be formed using the 2nd, 3rd, 5th and 7th letter of the word kitchen, using each letter once in each word? Okay. So first of all, 2nd, 3rd, 5th and 7th. So 2nd is I, 3rd is T, 5th is H and 7th is N. So now we have to see how many words can you make from this. Okay. So first word is for sure, that will be hint. That is for sure. Second is thin. Okay. After that, can you form any pair? A word? Okay. No. So there will be only 2 words. That will be hint and thin. Okay. Done. Now let's see question number 4. If the letter of the word creation are rearranged as they appear in English alphabetical, then position of how many letter will remain unchanged? So first of all, we have to rearrange in English alphabetical order. Okay. So if you are creating like CREATION, okay, so first of all it should be A, because it will be A first of all, then it will be C, after that it will be E. Okay, now after that what will be there? That will be I, then it will be N, then it will be O. Okay, then it will be R, and then last it will be T. So how many how many letters remain unchanged? That is E remains unchanged, and other that no one. So answer will be only 1. That is option number B. Done. Clear? Okay, now we will see the 5th question. That was the homework question, and it will be the last homework question. So let's see. How many such pair of letter are there in the word reach, each of which has many letter between them in the word only in forward direction? Okay, now it is given that only in forward direction as they have in the English alphabetical order. So just start counting. 18, that is 5, that is 1, that is 3 and that is 8. Only forward direction we have to see. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 not forming a pair. 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1 2 3 3 4 not, so only one pair will be there, that is option number B. Done, because we have to see only in forward direction, not in the backward. Clear or not? Done. So these were the question that were based on alphabetical test, and it was given for your homework in the last class. Okay, so now we'll be seeing the coded inequality. Okay, I will let you know how to solve, but in a fast way, because in this we are doing the questions that how you have to attempt in examination. Okay, that is how we are doing here. So the coded inequality is something not that much difficult. Okay, little difficult, but if you know the proper trick, you can easily you can solve them. Okay, so first of all, in the coded inequality, you have given some codes in place of your coded symbol. Like, you know that there are a total, actually basically 5 symbols are there for the coding to code for the inequality, but in the coded inequality you have been given some other symbols which are representing your coded inequality symbols. Okay, so like P hash Q means P is neither greater than nor equals to. Now see, if P hash Q is suggesting you that P is neither greater and nor equal, then what can be the possibility? That is the only possibility that is less than. Okay or not? So it means hash is representing somewhere what? It is less than. Now copyright neither equal nor smaller means it must be greater. Now percentage neither smaller nor greater, it must be equals to. Dollar means not smaller, it means it can be greater than equals to. And at the rate means not greater, means either less than or equals to. Clear? So they are the representer of your inequality symbols. Okay, so how you have to solve the question? So first of all, you have to make the magic box. The trick is known as magic box trick. Okay, the trick is known as magic box. So first of all, let us make that magic box, and I will let you know how to solve or what is the trick actually. So in the magic box, you have to place the inequality symbol, that is greater, less, equal, greater, equal, or less equal, but on a perfect place. Like there you must have greater, equal, there you must have less than equal, there is greater, there is less, and there is equal. So to understand this that magic box, you have to first be very clearly, or you can say either your basics must be very good. Okay, other than if you don't know your basics, then it will be little difficult. Why? Because if you know that between greater, equal, and less equal, you can't justify any relationship. Between greater and less, you can't justify the relationship. Between greater, equal, and less, you can't justify the relationship. Between less, equal, and greater, you can't justify the relationship. So if you know all these things, okay, then you can easily solve them. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do, you have to take the symbols that are representing your inequality symbols. So hash means less than, so with less you must represent hash. Okay, these inequality symbols are fixed, these codes can be changed, okay, according to the question. Now copyright means what? Greater, so there you must have copyright, sorry, this is copyright. Done. Now percentage means equals to, so there you have percentage. Now greater, equal means dollar, so there you have dollar. Now at the rate means less than equals to. Now see, if you know that between greater, equal, and less than equal, you can't justify the relationship, so it means between dollar and at the rate, you can't justify the relationship. Yes or no? It is simply making this thing. Now if you know that between greater and less, you can't justify the relationship, it means between copyright and hash, you can't justify the relationship. Yes. Now if you know that between greater, equal, and less, you can't justify the relationship, so it is it meaning that between dollar and hash, you can't justify the relationship. And now if you know that between greater and less equal, you can't justify the relationship, it means you can't justify the relationship between copyright and at the rate. Yes or no? Here. So this is how you have to think. So first thing that you have to understand in this magic box, when you will get the answer cannot determine means you can't justify, cannot determine means equals to you can't justify, or you can't clearly say what will be the answer. So it will only happen when in the magic box the coded symbols are horizontally, or second thing, when coded symbols are in diagonally position, you can't justify the relationship. First thing, you have to note down this thing. Okay, if it is clear, then we'll be moving on. First thing, whenever the symbols are horizontally or diagonally, you can't justify the relationship, means you can't say anything about that, or you have to take that conclusion into does not follow, that is for sure. Done. Now when will be the conclusion concluded? Okay, so first thing, between greater, equal, and greater, you can justify the relationship, means between dollar and copyright, you can justify the relationship. Between less, equal, and less, you have less, so between at the rate and hash, you will have hash. Okay, so whenever the vertical symbols, whenever there is vertical symbols, means this one, then the lower one will be forming the relationship. Okay, lower one will be forming the relationship because it is greater and less. Done. Also it can be formed like in this way, these three or these three also can be possible, because greater equal and greater, the final relationship will be greater. Clear or not? Done. Other than that, if you are getting any symbol with the equals, means if you are getting dollar and percentage, you can justify dollar. If at the rate and percentage, you can justify at the rate. Hash and percentage, you can say hash. Copyright and percentage means copyright will be there. Clear? So this is what you have to understand. First thing and the most important thing, that is whenever the symbols are horizontally or diagonally, you can't justify the relationship. That's it. Clear? Okay, so now we will start solving as per the question. We will not changing them into the inequality symbols, like we are not changing copyright into greater, at the rate into less than equals to, and hash into greater than equals to. Okay, we are not changing them, we are directly solving them. So first of all, we have to see m to z. So how you can go from m to z? So first of all, m to z, this is m to z. Done. M to Z. Clear? So what are the symbols you are getting? Copyright and at the rate. So copyright and at the rate, diagonally it comes in the magic box, so you can't justify. So this will be the wrong one. Next is R to M. So this is R and this is M. So you have to come in backward direction. Now it comes to be, when you are going in backward direction, you know that greater will change into less. Less will change into greater. Greater equal change into less equal, and less equal will change into greater equal. That what you know about the inequality symbols. But there are the codes. Okay, there are the codes. So whenever you are going backward, how you have to change the coded symbols? How you have to change coded symbols when you are going backward? Okay, how you have to change? See, you know that greater equal change into less equal, greater into less, and less into greater, and less equal into greater equal. So whenever you're going backward, coded symbol will be changed horizontally. How they will be changed horizontally means dollar will change into at the rate, and the at the rate into dollar, copyright into hash, or hash into copyright. Yes or no? Is it clear or not? Done. So this is now this is also done. So what you have to do, just start watching where they are representing. Okay, so you are going in backward. So whenever you are totally going backward, just see the relation in forward. If the relationship is formed in forward direction, you will revert it, like copyright at the rate and percentage. So copyright at the rate and percentage, so they are diagonally copyright and at the rate, so you can't justify relationship between R and M also, so this will be wrong. Now S to N. So how you can go from S to N? S to Z, Z to R, and R to N. Yes or no? Done. So at the rate, percentage, or dollar. So at the rate, percentage, and dollar. So these three are coming, means these two are seeing which are horizontal. So you can't justify the relationship again. So this is also wrong. So none is true. That is option number A. Clear or not? Done. Okay, this is how you have to solve the question. Okay, this is the basic trick. And if you want to know about the trick more, means you want to need a proper approach on that trick, you can watch my videos on coded inequality or inequality in my foundation course, okay, banking foundation course, that is in the prime videos my. Okay, so now let's see the question number 2. Okay, so there you have question number 2. So this is R to M, M to Z, Z to A, and this is Y to Z. So first conclusion is R to Y. Okay, so let's see first of all R to Y. So how you can reach from R to Y? So R to M, M to Z, and Z to Y in backward. So R to M and M to Z. So dollar and copyright. So this is dollar, this is copyright. And last is this copyright will change into backward direction because it is in backward. So copyright will change into what? Hash. So you are getting symbol dollar, copyright, and hash. Can you justify the relationship? No, because dollar and hash comes to be diagonally. So this will not be true. Clear or not? Done. Okay, now second one, Z and R. So Z to R, how you can reach Z to R? Z to M, M to R. So we have both in backward direction. So you are getting dollar and copyright. So where are dollar and copyright? So they will change into at the rate and hash. So between at the rate and hash, what will come? That is in the bottom, that is hash. So there you have hash. So this will follow. That is for sure. Done. Now third one. So Y to R. So how you can reach from Y to R? That is Y to Z. Okay. Then Z to M and M to R. This is how you have to do. Now you already know that between Z to M and M to R, what are you getting? That is hash. Okay, now you have to go from Y to Z, that is in forward, so it will be copyright. So between copyright and hash, can you justify the relationship? No. So this will also be wrong. So only second is true. Clear or not? Done. So second question is now done. Now we will be moving on to the question number 3rd. So there you have question number 3rd. So let's see. So R to Z. So where is R and where is Z? Okay, so R to M, M to Z. Okay, so dollar and copyright. These are in the forward direction. So dollar and copyright. What will come? That are vertically. So copyright will come. There you copyright. So first is true. Now Z to A. So how you can reach from Z to A? So Z to A, it is obvious that it is at the rate. Okay, that is simply given. At the rate means less than equals to. But there is hash. Hash means less than. So it will not be true. Now R to A. So how you can reach from R to A? So R to M, M to Z, and Z to A. So we are getting dollar copyright at the rate. So dollar copyright or at the rate. So dollar and at the rate are horizontal. So relationship can't be defined. So only first is true. That is option number A. Clear? Done? Okay. So this is how you have to solve the question. Very easy and very fast you can solve them. Now let's see question number 4. So let's see. First of all, K to B. So K to B, K to M and M to B. So K to M forward, that is will be copyright, and this is backward. So percentage will remain percentage because it is equal to. So between copyright and a percentage, what will come? That will be copyright. There is copyright. So first is true. That is for sure. Now M to A. So M to B, B to A. So both are in backward. So we are getting dollar and percentage. So where is dollar and percentage? So this is dollar, this is percentage. Percentage remain percentage, but dollar will be changed into at the rate. So at the rate and percentage final relation will be at the rate. And there you have at the rate. This will be right. Now A to K. So A to B, B to M, and M to K. So what are you getting? Dollar, percentage, and M to K backward. So this copyright will change into hash. So we are getting dollar, percentage, and hash. These will come diagonally, hash and dollar. So this will not be confirmed. So only first and second is true. That is option number C. Clear or not? Done? Okay. Easy. Now we will see the last question. That is question number 5th. Okay. So let's see. So this is the question number 5th. Okay. So first of all, N to Z. So N to R, R to Z. So that is in backward. So percentage and dollar. So percentage and dollar. Dollar will change into at the rate. So at the rate and percentage, final relation will be at the rate. But there you have a hash. So this will be wrong one. Now R to M. So R to M. So R to Z, Z to S, and S to M. So all are in backward. So copyright, at the rate, and percentage. So let's see where they are. Copyright, percentage, and at the rate. So you can't justify the relationship because they are diagonally. So this will be wrong. Now S to N. S to Z, Z to R, and R to N. So at the rate, percentage, and dollar. So at the rate, percentage, and dollar. Again, we can't just justify this. So what will you say now? Okay, so none follows because there will be no one that is following. Okay, done. Okay, so hope so these 5 questions are clear to you. Okay, and it was very easy trick to understand, but only thing that you need, that is your basics must be very good. Okay, if your basics are good, you can easily solve them. Clear? Okay, so now we will be giving you homework questions. So there you have the homework questions. So we are giving you 5 questions. These are the first and second. Now these are the third and fourth, and this is the 5th question. Okay, so you have to solve them and answer them in the comment section box, and it is very important to answer in the comment section box because only then I can understand that you are doing the questions. Clear? Okay, now one more important thing, that if you want to prepare for the banking examination, you must prepare online. So for that we are giving a platform and we are giving a free test. For that free test, you can just go into the description box and click on the link for the given free test link. Okay, so if you click on that link, the app will appear. Then you can click on practices. Then you can click on any point you want to. Okay, like if I am clicking on RRB exam booster, then you will get the day wise or topic wise test. Okay, and also you can also give the complete test as well. But the most important thing, that is analysis. So we are giving you complete analysis, how much question you have done wrong, how much are right, and how much time you have taken. Clear? And as I've told you also earlier, that to watch my complete video on any of the topic like inequality, coded inequality, or anything, you have to go and buy our premium video product. Okay, for that you can just first watch the demo as you are watching right now. Okay, this is actually a demo, so you can watch it and then you can decide. Okay, so the link is also given in the description box. Just you have to do, click on that app. Your app will be downloaded. That you have to come on video classes. After that you will get the courses like bank foundation course, RRB course. Okay, just suppose I'm clicking on RRB course. Okay, so there you will have my videos. Clear? So you can just watch them, or you can just first take the demo and then you can purchase them. But I am sure that you will like the videos. All the videos are made, all are on exam pattern. Okay, all the questions are on exam pattern or most expected question I have taken. Clear? So hope so everything is clear too. Now if the you really enjoyed the video or you really like the content, do like the video, comment your doubts or your answer, and do share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.